Hello, my rock squad. How's it going? Picking up where we left off last time, I'm going to show you the NPCs, where they are, and what they do. I'll also be showing you a couple little tricks and cheatsy-doos, if I can, to hopefully give you some idea of what to do early game that will help you along. Now, last time we fixed up the graveyard, so we're going to be talking to the bishop first. The bishop is the one who runs the graveyard and is essentially your boss. But what we need to do too at the same time is keep in mind that this little path here needs to be unblocked. When you first start the game, that path is blocked. One of your top priorities on top of the graveyard is getting that path open. Make sure you clear that path because that thing is, it is nice. I'll go into more detail when I go over the quarry stuff, but it is important. So we're pretty much on a waiting hold at the moment. I do have an extra skull. I have some flesh, and I have this crap, which I'm not gonna worry about. Ooh, wait! I forgot I had the fat and the blood from the previous body. One thing you're gonna need to do for the NPC quests is eventually fix the bridge to the left of the graveyard here. It isn't much, just one wood plank, 4 fitches, and 8 nails. I mean, at this point, after you've done what I did in the last video with, you know, improving the graveyard, you'll have the technology. You can rebuild him. I mean, rebuild it. So, yeah. So what we're going to do in the meantime is I'm going to show you a little trick for gathering wood and gathering stone. This is something I found out, and I loved it. So what you do is you grab wood normally. You being this close to the house, you just drop the wood down. Okay. Can't cut that one down yet. This should only give me sticks. I don't think it's going to give me any wood. Yeah. But this does. Yeah, there's that wood. That can be some wood. And then you just press F to drop it. Go ahead and cut some more trees down here. What I'm doing is more or less dropping them in a row. By the way, make sure you clear the stumps, otherwise the trees will not regrow. So if you see how it's locked like that, that means I don't have the technology required. I don't know if this is gonna give me a log or not. Yep, cool. Now what I'm doing is I'm showing you the extent that you can push this. There's 4 logs there now. I did this earlier and I was just amazed by this overlook, and I don't know if it was done intentionally. There we go. Gotta find the right tree. I don't know if it was done intentionally so people can find this out, but I'm gonna show you something really neat. And honestly, this is one of the few things that I wish I knew sooner, because it would have saved me so much time and energy to know that I didn't have to run back and forth. Because a madman, he has 6 logs. What he's gonna do? I'm a madman, but I'm a smart madman. Alright. Got 7 logs. Oh, you jerk. He pushed a log. So, what you do basically is get behind the logs. Now you can push them. This is borderline cheating. Because now that I pushed them up here, it's just a matter of taking them and putting them. Instead of having to run all the way back down there, all the way back up, all the way back down, all the way back up, you can literally fix this up. Oh, whoops. You can literally fix this up in no time and have your wood stockpiled. But now that the bishop's there, we're going to go talk to the bishop. Tips, tricks, and NPCs. That's what this is going to be called, I think. We'll see how well it goes. So usually all I gotta do is tell him I fix a graveyard. Definitely right about you. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let's arrange your first sermon. Haha, it'd be a great honor for you to have me present. Just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. What words? The words, haha. Actually, you can just say whatever you want. You know this place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense, and get all oiled up for a nice mass. Long story short. So this is when you unlock faith. And you get the perk preacher. And what you basically want to do is pray. Time is frozen, so time's frozen during this, but you pretty much have to do this. So you come up here, it tells you your church quality. You select a sermon, which are different sermons. Gotta love it when that happens. But there's different sermons. And I'll tell you the church quality, the sermon needs 10 quality, and you'll tell you your success chance. May the force be with you. Not bad, but better. My sermons are much better. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think the last prior kept some books with the wonderful words in the church library. Probably find some weird stuff in there too. He considered himself a scientist. Haha. You can throw all that stuff out. So now you have the study table, gathering old books, and curious mind. This is nice. I'll spread the word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it's now your duty to perform a weekly sermon on today, basically. On Bishop Day. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. Haha. Also, I have a small test for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I can get it out of here. Hair is so dry, my skin can't take it for long. So, there's that. Right here is the blueprint board where you can fix up with candles and everything. To unlock that, you go to technologies and go to theology here. And now you can see that there's a whole new section with the faith. It all takes the blue points, which, as he kind of foreshadowed to, is down here. There's a whole mess of crap to clean up. Which is actually a good idea to clean up anyway, so. Boom. So we're getting Fitch, ruined books, and notes. Keep these ruined books, because they are going to be very useful. Complex iron parts, more notes, and more ruined books. And more Fitches. So you have 0 study points at the moment. What you do is you add the notes, and you decompose them. So now you got some study points. Now how to use the study workbench is going to be, where it says study not complete, red, it's going to tell you what it's going to give you. So if I study iron ingots, I have to give up 1 faith and 1 science to study it. You do your work just as normal, and then complete the study. Get a bunch of good stuff, and you're all set. Now, chaos solution, you'll see that you get blue, and blood, you get blue. So we'll do the blood first. So you complete the study of blood. So I got 20 blue research points. You see the chaos solution right here. So we're going to take a science and the item itself. Do the work. More blue points. It's really simple. It's just the fact of trying to keep your science up. Acceleration powder has been completed. I get a couple more points. And now what you can do is, again, now that we have enough points, we'll unlock the cremation. That's the first thing I want to do. The business of faith. We'll need to unlock the flyers eventually, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. You have the candelabras, which are very cheap and very easy to make. And the comfort of faith, which is the extra church benches. These 2 are definitely required. The business of faith is going to be needed for another NPC quest. And cremation is so we can continue from the last video's option of how to dispose of bodies. At that point, it's just some book writing. So what we need here is that one. Now we're writing supplies, so we can do our own stuff. Let's see, compost heap, because that's where you get peat. That's nice to know now. So that's some options here. I haven't found a reason for the garden bed with sticks, but that trunk blueprint is very helpful, because now I can build trunks in places I wouldn't normally be able to build the trunks at, including the garden and the quarry. Then you have decay here. The peat's useful because that's how you're gonna get your apple trees and your berry trees. Then you have grape farming, hops, bee domestication. Oh, that's fun, that stuff. We'll go ahead and grab advanced foraging for the time being. Now I gotta watch because my red is going down quick. So this comes down to resource management. This will tell you how to. Wow. Okay, so the cake might not be a lie. Cake might be a good option for where you spend your points. I'm not gonna worry about important parts just yet. I want to get the gentle butcher if possible, because that'll give me less chance of having a surgical error when extracting the blood and fat. And that's what we need to have, honestly. And then there's also a recipe for the speed potion. Now, like I said before, whatever is in this area, that's going to be in a chest. So what we're going to do, use the speed potion. And now when I have the alchemy bench, I can now create the speed potions. Well, what we do for the time being is store my faith items down here, as well as the stories and the rune books. I think that's all I really need to give up. I'll get rid of that stuff too. Now, if you haven't bought the teleport stone by now from the innkeeper, it's a good thing to do. It costs 2 silver, so it's gonna take a little bit of doing, but it'll help you teleport everywhere. But unfortunately, we need to go talk to the lovely bishop outside, who is no longer outside. Meh. But after you have your first sermon, you now open the Royal Treasury Department's box. So basically what it does, it gives you the option to buy exhumation permissions, which has been the biggest thing in the whole graveyard section. Because I want to get rid of those bad bodies. My puppy's laying next to me. But you can also buy citizenship. So now I'm considered a citizen. And you heard that sound? That's the sound of a body. Let's go see what we can do with it. Oh, goodness. The donkey's not going to like me. So you're doing all right here. Yeah, just opened the church. So now you own everything here. Yes, I guess. Congratulations. You're a lucky man. You've acquired all this capital. You work for yourself. You're a true capitalist now. But this world has no such reward for a hard-working donkey like me. Even you are benefiting from my cheap labor. I fear I cannot call you comrade any longer. But I won't just lie down and take it. Here's a little present just for you. Whee! Whee! It's a pile of shit. But what's inside this shit is what's valuable. Carrot seeds. So what are you, a cleric now? Seems so. Or anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Or maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill. You know what I mean, my friend? No, I do not know what you mean. Go ahead and eat my bread real quick. Oh, this is horrible. It's a 5 body. If it was 3 white skulls and 2 red, it would be salvageable. Let's see if we can get lucky. We'll try to get the blood out, and then we'll fuck it up. We'll fuck it up. All right. I'm just gonna grab the flesh, because the flesh can be sold. So I haven't figured out what the bone, the skin, and the skull's for. I know the skull's needed for another NPC's quest, So I don't try to do too much about it. Seems it lost a white oh yeah, because I used that. Yeah, I guess. But which I already have the skull. I'm not worried about that. The skin, I have a feeling is gonna be used for book like leather. So that'll be something to worry about later. Alright. I'm a speeding along. Thank you, donkey, for your shit. Literally. And let's see. I'll worry about the carrot seeds because we have the farm in a different spot. So we will have the bishop taken care of very soon. But let's see. Oh, look at all the iron. I almost made my game lag for that. That's pretty much the church in a rundown and the bishop NPC. We'll get into Miss Charm and Snake. Probably the next video. I know I said I was going to go over all the NPCs, but I want to make this short and sweet so there's no confusion. So now we have the church open. We have the option for sermons. We now can do the study table. And the bishop is now our friend, basically. But you can always check your royal services, your overall likability, down there. That being said, make sure you sleep and save your game. Sleeping and saving are the most important things in the world. Because if you do not sleep, you do not save. Your progress doesn't get saved, and you gotta start all over again. We don't like that. So there we go. I know it was a shorter video, but I want to do these NPCs one at a time. Show you how to unlock certain things, how to either confront them, talk to them, or help them. So, that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ooh.